GM, it's Chris, and today I want to talk about an interesting observation I've had working with both local clients and online clients. And it all goes back to like the four key fundamentals of what a business needs in order to be profitable. So there are just four key steps, and I've learned this from other places as well, but it's just so true. So first, you need traffic, right? Traffic to your business, that's one. Then you need a sales process. So you need a way to convey your value and actually show like what problems you solve, how you can help and stuff like that. Usually like a website or a sales funnel or something like that. Then you have conversion. So how do you convert people who enter your sales process? That usually is some kind of online sales call, or it might just be a booking page or a buy page or a third party page. And then you have value, which is the fourth one, which is the skill. Now, the interesting part here is that most people who are actually good human beings, they have a really good V, like value. So they have a skill that they have, like a barber, for example, who is really, really good at being a barber, or a online coach or something like that. They have already the value they've built up over the years and the skill. And they most likely also have a good conversion process, meaning that they kind of know how they are getting people to buy. So for a barber, in my example, it might be that they just have a third-party booking site, which is an aggregator of all of the other barbers in the entire area, and people can buy their services there by pushing a button. Or for an online coach, it's through the sales calls, and they're quite comfortable with doing the sales calls. They know how to present the information well, they know how to sell people. But where most people struggle, and this doesn't matter if this is an online thing, a big online business, or if it is just like a smaller local business, is the exact same problems for both. And that is the sales process and the traffic to getting there. And I was talking actually to a local dentist, and he's just like, "Oh, just get me traffic, just run ads." And although I help people to run ads, and we do that very well, to be honest, but I told him like, hey, but yeah, we need to convey your actual value, your skill here on a sales process. Otherwise, you can run as much traffic as you want, but just a small sliver of it will convert into any type of paying customers. So we need to nail the sales process. We need to nail the conveying of your value, what you help people with, how you differentiate. Why would someone choose you, the dentist, over every other dentist in the area, or the big chains of dentists outside of your area, right? Because they are more established, they have more reviews and stuff like that. And after talking with this dentist, he was like, okay, yeah, you're right. And that is where the sales process comes in before you drive the traffic. And it's also the same for online coaches, online businesses, consultants as well. If you don't really have a proper sales process, then you can do all of the organic marketing you want. You can do all of the LinkedIn posts, you can do all of the X posts and the YouTube videos and stuff like that. But if you, for example, put out YouTube videos like I am right now, and by chance one pops off and your channel just takes off, and that is actually very true with asymmetric gains, but I will talk about that in another video of how to focus on key tasks and lever points for asymmetric gains. But if you don't have a sales process, then you can't really use that traffic that you get, and you just wasted like thousands of thousands of thousands of dollars in the gutter because you didn't have a proper sales process before you began driving traffic. So I think that a lot of people, they start to do the traffic part, which is the first part of the TSCV framework, but they fail to convey the value. And that's where a lot of people need help as well. I am a copywriter in the background and a marketing strategist. So if you need help with this, just reach out. You will find a link below to work with me if this is something you need help with. But But yeah, and the thing with the sales process is that there is a big difference between just having a website and having a sales process. That is also something that I've learned over the years because you really don't want to send traffic to a website with the navigation menus and a bunch of different pages. Maybe you have a blog roll on it as well. And people, it's just like a collection of information. It's just a collection of showing that you have authority, that, kind of like, it's just like the collection hub of your brand, right? You need a website for sure, and you need to show people that this is a legit business to build that authority and the belief and the trust in you as a brand, obviously. But if you want to capitalize on traffic, from what I'm seeing and the ads we are running for people, is that they need a sales process. And the sales process is just a clear step you want to take a visitor. Your convey, it's still not scammy in a way or manipulative. No, it's conveying your value, but for a specific type of audience, a specific target market, as you would call it. They have a problem. You got their attention. They got to a page. Now, this page has to show how you solve the problem, that they are in the right place. All of the reasons how you can solve that problem, why you are the better alternative than anything else out there to solve the problem. And most of the time, people don't move just because something looks good. That's also something that I've learned throughout the years. There needs to be a reason for people to act on your stuff. It's the same for email campaigns or an email list. You can send all of the email and the newsletters you want to your list. But the thing is that if you don't give a good reason for people to act and move, they will not move. Meaning that you need to have some kind of offer, some kind of no-brainer offer for people like, oh, holy shit, I really, really want this. And then they will move. So that's where I will look at if you do not have a sales process right now. So the sales process is very important before you drive the traffic. And I believe that that's why I don't really have much traffic online, because I have the skills. I have a bunch of skills, both in AI, in copywriting, in building websites, in landing pages, and the marketing and all of that stuff. I also know the conversion process, so it's just like jumping on a call and talking to people, and they send you thousands of dollars, so that's quite fine. But it's the sales process and the traffic, right? And that is why I am doing traffic right now, because I have the skills. I have the conversion process and I also have the sales process. So now it's time to do the traffic process, right? And if you are a brand or you're a local business or anything like that, you are probably struggling with traffic and sales process. So those are the two things that I will focus on. And this might be also people who are just freelancers who are stuck in freelancer hell, as I will call it, where you just go out and get more and more and more clients, but getting more and more and more clients just means more and more and more work, and you're already behind your work. That is a topic for another video, how you can get out of freelancer hell. But the same is there. You have the skills, yeah, you have the value already. You know this the skill that you help people with. Here, I believe that freelancers also struggle a little bit with the conversion side. They don't really know how to close clients, but they start with the traffic. So that's also a big problem. But it's the same, it's universal. So these four steps in any online business is what you need to look into if you want to make more money online or make more money for your business, be more profitable, and just discover the leaks and the breaking points in your business. So is it the traffic? Is it the sales process? Is it the conversions, or is it your value? Because the thing is that there are a lot of brands, unfortunately, which do not have good value. Like, they are really not good at what they are doing. They think they are good, but they are not good. That's why I only partner with clients who are really, really, really good at what they do. They have a value, right? But they just can't communicate and convey that value to the world. They're struggling there. And I hate to see like good people and good businesses who have something really, really good inside of them, which can really help someone else. May that be just like a barber, for example. But this barber that I am helping, he's so good at coloring and doing balayage and stuff like that, that it just pains me that he should be fully booked out. And that's what I'm doing for him right now. And he's already seeing a huge spike in customers. So I love to see that. I walked into him yesterday and just spoke to him, and he was like, before, the calendar for him was quite empty. It was just like quite sad all the time. And I was just talking to him and like, hey, let me help you with your marketing. And I walked in yesterday and he's just like, his face was lit up. He had some back pain because he was just working so hard. But you see, helping people is just so nice. But yeah, so don't help people who just have a crappy product. So the value behind everything needs to be there before you can go in and work with someone. But this is kind of like a tangent. So to repeat, traffic, sales process, conversions, and value. If you are lacking in any of those places, I can help you to find them. If you want to work with me, we can do that. Troubleshoot like where it is that you are falling behind the cracks, and then we will fix it. For most people, it will be the sales process. So a good website, which essentially is just a landing page, and traffic and driving the traffic there. There are two ways to drive traffic. It's organic content and ads. I will suggest and recommend for most people, if they are local businesses, ads, because that's quick, that's fast, and then you can actually test the sales process and refine it and improve it before you invest into organic marketing, organic content, which also is super vital, but you need quick testing, right? All right, that's enough for this video. And in the next video, we will talk about something cool. See you soon. Bye.